let's quickly, all right, let's go over the patch notes. Let's go over the patch notes here. Okay, so the changes are in red. This is good, right? They appreciate the feedback gathered on the initial list of skills. They removed all hard CCs. That's good. And they balanced each of the builds to not have a potential buff that is more beneficial than the other two in the same class. They adjusted the seasonal themes, shadow clone damage numbers, and they now move unhindered through enemies. And the damage numbers should be more even. So that's good. Perfect. This is great. I haven't tested it, but assuming that that happened, great. Let's come down here. They tuned Bone Spear back by 100%. That's only like a 1 to 1.5 tier nerf, okay? And Bone Spear was outrageously good. It's still an S tier build. They see how strong it is. They'd like to tweak it back a bit. That makes sense. All right, so here we go. Twister Wizard. You get 150% for every energy twister up to a maximum of 5. You get the Raging Storm rune, which is going to let them combine, which lets you take the Wicked Wind rune and lets you keep it in place, right? It all stays in place. And so they want to address the lag situation. We tried it, made not like at the biggest a medium-sized pull, just a normal pull on a normal crappy map, instantaneously lagged out of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Nope. Unplayable. Okay. Well, that was a fun test. Okay. I've seen enough. Thank you, everybody. So this build, at least in groups, is still completely unplayable. It's just too bad. We just tried the Bombardment. They nerfed the 2-piece from 350 to 90. And they changed the 6-piece from 15,000 to 67,000 and gave it more attack speed. And so the 67,000% applies on just the first enemy hit, which makes you wonder, is this now a boss killer build, which is exactly what Crusader didn't need, right? Crusader has the best boss killing build that the world has ever seen. It does not need another single target build. So I just tried the build in 150, made a pretty good pull. And the damage was way, way, way less. It was a pull that a Witch Doctor or a Poison Scythe Necro or a Bone Spear Necro could have flattened. Okay, so we're just chilling. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, here we go. So we provoke, bomb, pony. Move to the Oculus Ring. Oof. So this has been tuned down tremendously. Hard to say exactly how good it will be. It might still be a decent build, but man, it has come down tremendously. We need to chest the chicken right now. We'll do that next. See how the little chickens going around affect it. And they're buffing the bears. That's good. They need the buff. This really surprises me. This gives you 77% damage reduction. That's great for Juliana's. This is one of my favorite builds. But it says the set needed damage reduction more than a damage boost. Juliana's in a solo tier list is F tier, right? It's horrible. It does no damage. So it really, really, really needs a huge damage increase from either here or here or something. They consolidated the Blade of the Tribes Earthquake affix into the new legendary affix. It's no longer 2 affixes that buff Earthquake. They fixed the crash issue. Wizard Spike now properly procs Frozen Orb. I've heard rumors that the fix to the Trag's Fang has not worked. Early rumors, and that's bad news because it affects rats, it affects Poison Scythe, it affects Bone Spear. So it's very important that they get Trag's Fang to do exactly what it says it does. Clearly the Energy Twister still lags you out of the game. And that's what we have. So one thing that needs to be said is when you read the patch notes over, if you just read them without testing, Blizzard said they removed the hard CC. They balanced the seasonal theme. Bone Spear is too strong. It only went down a tier, so it's like the same, but this is fine. Bone Spear is still S tier. They essentially said they want to make Twister work. So that's good, right? They want to make it work. They tried to make it work. It doesn't look like it works. They wanted to nerf the living crap out of the Bombsater. Well, it definitely needed a nerf, right? It definitely needed a nerf. This is pretty big. We'll see where it actually ends up. They wanted to buff Chicken. Chicken needed a buff. I would prefer the explosion range to be bigger and maybe have a better crit chance, but this is one way to do it, so that's good. They buffed Zombie Bears. That's good. They gave Juliana's something. Not going to complain, but it needs a ton of damage as well. They're fixing the Blade of the Tribes. That's fine. They're fixing Trag'Ouls. They're fixing Wizard Spike. In general, when you read the patch notes...
How are you all doing?
Hey, when you read the patch notes, it sounds like they're doing the right things. So, I hope they can get the Twister Wizard right, man. I hope they can get it so we can play it. We'll see.